Good morning, people. I'm not going to be looking at you here for a second. There we go. It is about 6:45 Saturday morning, and I am finally going to go do some fishing.
Don't forget to watch the entire video. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, please like the videos, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything coming from the Outdoors Vlog.
And I know light's bad in here. I've just got my cabin light on, and I'm driving down the road, and we're gonna go put my buddy Jeremy's boat on the water this morning. And I say buddy, I should say friend. He's my friend. And we're going to go after him today. Now, I don't know what all we going to catch. I don't even know what all we're going after. I don't know. Maybe I go after some crappie and catch some bass. Maybe I go after some bass and catch some crappie. Or maybe I go after some bass and catch bass and crappie and catch crappie. I don't know. I might, who knows? Who knows? You know what? I'll be honest with you. You put me on a boat, on the water, you just never know what's going to happen, because I may not catch a thing. You know, that's been the way it goes here lately. If I do try to get out and do any fishing, I don't catch a thing. I don't catch a thing at all. But here's the deal. I'm going out, and we're going to try it. You know what I mean? I'm going out and I'm going to try it. And I've got a lot of stuff tied on. I tied some stuff on last night. I was supposed to shoot some video doing that, so I throw it in here and we talk about it and all that stuff. But here's the deal. I've got a Screwy Louie Lures, baby bass, double willow spinner, one gold, one silver. That's my... I'll actually be honest with you. The one that I have tied on right now is the very first spinnerbait, the actual very first spinnerbait that I've ever bought from Screwy Louie Lures several years ago. A couple of years, I believe, before I was on their pro staff. And then I've got tied on a football jig in the 3/8 variety with a crawl trailer. I'll show that to you. And let's see, what color did I think I went with the bluegill color on that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I was going looking at several of them last night. Anyway, I've got, of course, and in fact, the first thing most likely that you see me throw today is going to be my baby bass fluke on my Hank Parker rod and reel. I'm talking, it is my go-to. It has my first ever TRC rod cover on that rod, and that rod actually is for a slightly larger, that rod cover is for a slightly larger rod. It's for a 6.6, and I have it on a 6-foot rod. But it's my very first TRC cover, and I started putting it on that rod as soon as I got it, because when I started using it, I knew that was my new favorite rod, and it is my new favorite rod. And it's not a favorite rod; it's a lose rod. You know what I mean? It's a speed stick with a speed spool on it, speed spin, I should say. So I've got my baby bass on that. I've got. I actually have my Screwy Louie spinnerbait on my other Luke's spinning tackle. Normally I wouldn't put that spinnerbait on that spinning tackle, I don't think, but you know what? My daughter had that tied on, and I decided to leave it on there because, you know what? I used to catch them on spinner baits, on spinning tackle all the time. I have also rigged up with a little crappie. It's a little well, I can't think of the name of it now. Bobby something or other, or Billy something. Bobby, it's Bobby Garland. Bobby Garland. I got a little Bobby Garland. Soft plastic deal on there. A little bitty 1/16 ounce, or is it 1/32 ounce? I think it's 1/32 ounce jig head on my Zebco 33 reel, and 5.5 foot or 6 foot. I think it's 6 foot. Durango Shakespeare rod, or Shakespeare Durango rod. Anyway, I got on the highway. I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna see Jeremy in a few minutes. We're gonna go get a little fish on today. So y'all stay tuned.
Good morning. We're out here on the lake, and I am with Jeremy. Say hi to the camera, Jeremy.
Hello.
All right.
Ready to roll.
That's a friend of, how long we've been friends? Let's say, what was it, like 2000?
Yeah, 20 years.
So 20 years.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Probably, definitely the very first video ever shot while I'm fishing was with you. So it was back here on that pond, yeah. So anyway.
And plus, this is lake I caught my biggest fish with you.
Yeah, that's right. I got the picture. I'll put that picture in here. I'll slide that in right here.
Yep.
His PB on this lake on a bank line out that direction.
On the fluke.
On the fluke. On the old fluke in the baby bass, wasn't it? Or was that in that
No,
that was in that pearl blue?
Pearl blue.
Yeah, the pearl blue.
That and watermelon red, those two are really good on this lake.
So we're gonna get to fishing. There we go. Oh, we got it. There we go. All right, fish on. We better not miss those fish. Oh man, it was gonna make me mad if we did. It just shut off on me, and that means it wasn't recording at some point. And for some reason, that has happened to me a few times.
Oh, good.
Oh man, I hope that we didn't miss those fish. I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna really stink.
Yeah, it's now I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset until I know for sure, but I won't know until I go to edit.
The other thing too is like that bait is like crawling on the bottom. I'm not jerking it, twitching it, making the legs flutter or anything. It's just basically not moving. It's basically a Florida type of using it.
Yeah.
Got him. Oh! There he was. He got my bandito bug. Oh!
Well, the tail just come off of mine from the tree. The tree took it.
Yeah. You want one of these?
Nah, I'll be all right. I don't want to throw the exact same thing. See if we can get something a little different going.
Man. I knew he was going to be under that tree right there again.
Let's see here.
Oh, what a noise, dude.
Let's see what I got in my big Walmart bag of stuff I grabbed out of the truck. See if it makes a difference. Go bright because
That color
water stain.
Very bright.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
My goodness.
You might be the only one on this video to catch anything. Hopefully it's on video. I'm going to be so mad if it ain't on video.
Ooh. Yeah, it's going to stink if we didn't get it.
Yeah.
I want to get some content going. I'm not paying attention.
It,
Trees. I should probably get closer. There we go.
Let's get that camera going. It is recording.
Is
I'm
it?
not flipping the screen around. 'Cause I think that may have been the issue.
Decent one. A little bit.
So hopefully. Yeah. That's got a little more feist too.
He got a lot more feist to him.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a little better fish too.
He would probably keep
About the same as that first one, I guess.
it.
Maybe. Yeah. That's awesome.
Sweet.
There you go.
He was out there off that long.
We definitely got that one on camera.
Did we? We got
Yeah.
one out of how many now?
Well, hopefully that first one at least. I think what happened was when I rotated my screen, I think rotating that screen made me stop the camera, and then if it said stop for very long, it shuts off. I didn't know that it did that, but I think that's what's happening. Let me try it. It's been bugging me every time I try to shoot film with this thing. I keep trying to, I'm like, why does it keep shutting off on me? There it is, that's the answer.
Hey, at least I figured it out though.
Well, you figured out the fish too. At least you got that figured out. I ain't figured nothing out yet.
I tell you, want a bandito bug?
You know what? I should probably.
Hey, if you want it, go to Watermelon Red, and go with a Cinco. I caught several like that too with a Cinco.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll bring this back and I'll switch out to
I've got this one
a
rigged
Cinco.
up. You want to try to use it?
I may. What if I do a black and blue Cinco?
I caught
I
one
want to
fish
try a
off of
different
black and blue.
color or something too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I caught one off of bandito bug, black and blue. Everything else was watermelon red.
Really?
Yep, but that's like I tried spinners, cranks,
Oh, you know what I ought to do?
everything else, but I couldn't get nothing. Only Cinco and bandito bug. But you know, something slow. It's not moving at all.
Yep. Let's do this. I've got a variety of things here, and I should try. Another one?
Nope.
Oh, man. Oh,
Dude,
man.
I sunk that into a tree.
Man, I was about to grab that camera again.
Oh, dude, I sunk that into a tree.
Yeah, I was about to grab that camera again and jump on that.
It rolled over to it rolled over a tree branch or something, and I was like, I thought it was. I sunk that.
What do you think about green pumpkin?
Yeah.
Think that stand any chance?
Yeah.
I'll go with this green pumpkin crawl here.
It won't beat my watermelon red, but yeah.
Let me get my line out your way.
I'll have to run through this tree. I'm up against that tree back there, and
Oh, I can push off if you need. But you're good right now.
I'm good right now.
You keep what you got going and you'll be fine.
Okay. Definitely gonna have to re-up my supply of bandito bugs before I go to Gunnersville, though. I don't think my
You keep turning them up on these fish like you've been.
dude. That's one thing. It's an awesome thing, but it's kind of a bad thing somewhat is how soft they are. But it's like screw lures.
Yeah.
I love their soft plastics. That's
Yeah.
just how soft, how much salt they have in them. Amazing bait.
Yeah.
But you catch one or two fish, and yeah, it's done.
Especially those paddle tails, like I like to fish. The way it gets, and it needs to be that small and slender before the paddle, so that it has the right action.
Yeah.
But it's real thin, and that hook going through there, it doesn't allow that tail to last. I mean, you get a couple short strikes and you're done.
Yeah. See the zipper worm.
Yeah.
He made that a little bit tougher than he used to, so it lasts a little bit better. And it's still super soft. It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
But before it was so soft. I mean, I loved it. Which
Well,
I still
they got
do. I
pretty
just
narrow.
ordered like a ton of them.
Yeah, because the way they're ribbed, the center, the most
Yeah.
meat part was pretty narrow there for a while and pretty soft. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just ordered like quite a few packages of them.
I need to get some zipper worms.
Tungsten flying through. Whew.
I caught a tree.
I
There
did
we
too.
I keep getting right over top of them limbs hanging low. You know, I'm trying
Yeah.
to get into a certain spot.
I mean, yeah, I get snagged a lot in those.
Yep, look at that. Did it again. Well, nothing else. I'm learning what not to do with this thing. Do I have to get a limb every time? I mean,
Yeah,
seriously.
I did.
I mean, it was the most wide open spot. And I still had to get the one limb that was hanging right there. I mean, Don't make no sense.
I'm not getting anything on
Well,
that.
if nothing else, I can teach the people on YouTube how to cast and get where you want to go with it. You know what I mean? Like, at least I got that. I may not be able to show them anything about how to set a hook on a fish, because I don't guess the fish are going to bite me. But
For it was designed for just the bags. I had to
Yeah.
put it in bags. And
oh, those are what
These are
brand are those? Sterilite?
Walmart, you get like 4 of them for like $8. But
Hey, check out this Laser One, SG1 here.
what is it?
This is that rig that my brother bought me for Christmas. Check this out.
Hey, your bird nest's pretty bad in there.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Dude, that's still pretty good.
I have yet to really dial it in. I put that
Yeah, and the soft tip. Action.
that Mondo. I put that Mondo on there but it had a really heavy bullet weight.
Yeah.
And but I got it dialed in for that. But then I changed things up, and I hadn't.
Might have
it
to
started-
restring that.
I can't remember. I think I may have actually had a mess on it. And
It looks a little
forgot
rough
about
down
that
in
last
there.
night. It was in the dark last night when I was putting everything up together. So I kind of forgot that it had done that. A little something out here off of Deep Edge. Well, I'll revisit this. There may be enough that I can save the line, but all right. Back on track. Get my fluke going. I know you just fish it, but I have to toss it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll toss it more
Have
today
to.
too, but
What's the water depth here?
18 feet,
8.
57
Alright.
degrees.
Well, I rigged this fluke to drop pretty quick.
I watched your video on the flukes,
Uh-huh.
and I do the complete opposite almost.
Do you really?
12-pound tactical fluorocarbon,
Yeah.
and I let it fall. I
Yeah.
use a 4 and 5/0 hook,
Yeah, see
and I don't use a spinning rod.
yeah. Well, of course, I fish spinning tackle more than anything. And I was looking at all my gear last night, and I was like, all my go-to rods, of course, this one is really my number one go-to. But I've only got 3 spinning rods in this pile of rods, and the rest of them's all bait casting.
Oh man.
But yet I use spinning tackle more than anything.
I'll get up to the better stuff here in a minute. Remember, I don't think I caught anything until I up through this stretch. There's one tree underwater up here somewhere. That's a good one, but most stuff I caught was all up here on these trees, or off the rock wall, like where the brush was.
That's a start. Get the monkey off your back that way. Get something in the boat.
Yeah. Dude, that's weird. 3 bites now that I felt and they've all been way off the bank, way out deep.
Really?
Like, yeah, like Wednesday, which was like 3 o'clock when I got those other bites, but Wednesday they were on the bank. That. This is annoying. It'll be one of those days again, eh? Let me get out of here. Oh, mercy.
You'd think there'd have to be at least some bass around some of this stuff, you know what I mean?
You would think.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't do any good today until I got on the bank with this little deal, and I caught my first bass of 2020. So the cop showed me up today.